It's your boy T Rose, Big Mikey Rose, back again once again. Holla at your boy. Today, man, I just want to talk about a couple milestones that just happened. First, Dirt and Whiskey hitting the big 30,000. Kevin Durant go to stay without Kevin Durant, and Boston Celtics actually, this week beat the Cavs. They beat the Warriors. You feel me? I think when you think about it, Kevin Durant when Kevin Durant left go to state, when Kevin Durant went to go to state, everybody talking about he went to a 73 win team, and I give y'all that. Okay, that's a good excuse to use. Okay, every time he went to a 73-19, but granted, a part of that 73-19, when you actually look at the roster, okay, when you fast forward into the future 20 years, you could be like, this 73-19 really only has Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Draymond Green, that's like a triple double, do it all. Andre Kirilenko, he like one of those molded type of players. He's gonna do everything for you. Leandro Barbosa gave you a nice spark off the bench. You remember he used to be the Brazilian Blur. He used to be really quick with the ball, and he could shoot threes with Phoenix. Remember that? Moe Space could shoot the three. He was a big dude. Festus Ezeli and Bogut was your rim protection. You had Harrison Barnes, who was your athletic scoring wing, who can give you at least 15, 16, 17, 18 points a game. And you gave away all those pieces I just named basically for Kevin Durant, JaVale McGee, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still got Iggy, you still got Sean Livingston on your bench, but Kevin Durant did not come to a 73-19. He went to a team that won 73 games the year prior too, but that team is not 73-19. Now, what he did join was two of the greatest shooters in the game and one of the best do-it-all players in the game in Draymond Green. And you can see with Kevin Durant coming there, like, let's be honest, okay? Kevin Durant's averaging a career high in blocks, and he's averaging 25.8 points per game, and he's averaging 8 rebounds, and he's averaging 50% from the field and damn near 40% from the field, from the three-point line. So, in essence, when you look at Kevin Durant this year, okay, Kevin Durant is giving you everything Bogut, Barbosa, and even with the space would have gave you. What Space give you? Space giving you 2 or 3 threes a game at a clutch time, and you looking at Harrison Barnes, who's going to consistently slash and knock down open shots when he's open, but not in the finals, but in the regular season when he's open. And Bogut, all he doing is blocking shots. If you look at Kevin Durant's stat line, that's all 3 of those guys combined in one. So, I don't really want to harp on what they lost because I feel like they didn't lose anything, truthfully. When you really break down the finals in the way that they played out against Cleveland, okay, if I got to play Cleveland again, the players that were non-factors to me, truthfully, in that series last year were Maurice Space, Harrison Barnes, and Andrew Bogut. We all want to talk about how important they was to the team in the regular season, yeah. But in the playoffs, them niggas played what? Bogut didn't play 2 games. Harrison Barnes went 5 for 20. And to me, truthfully, I feel as though Maurice Space is actually hurting his game. I get it. A lot of these bigs want to shoot jump shots, but when you is as big up top as a Maurice Space, why the fuck is you shooting threes? I get it. You could pull it, but bro, you need to have a post game. Bang somebody real quick, get an easy 2 points. That's my only knock against the Warriors. When Steph shoot 12 threes, you ask yourself, like, Steph, okay, why don't you do it like this? Shoot 2 threes, depending on which go in, because you pretty much is a 50% shooter. So if you make 1 out of 2, you know what I'm saying, I shoot a third. But if you miss 2, attack the paint. You know what I'm saying? Get to the free throw line. I don't understand that with Steph. And last year, the way that they was playing them, Golden State was supposed to win that series off Steph Curry at the free throw line. Like, that's how they were supposed to win, because they was fouling Steph all game. Nobody on the Cavs and no fan can honestly say that, all right, they really wasn't hacking Steph. They was hacking Steph, so we want to call him soft and you play pussy ball, but they was hacking him, okay? Let's be honest. He was getting hacked. So, at the end of the day, in that situation with Kevin Durant, I feel like 2 things. They need this because they need to understand that they not that great, so they can be humble. So, when Kevin Durant comes back, and I also like the fact, too, that they got to do so much, because Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond, all of them, if they're doing too much, that means when Kevin Durant comes, they're going to have to do less. And for them, as far as fatigue-wise, it's going to pay dividends. And then, me personally, I don't believe Kevin Durant's hurt. I looked at that press conference. You know, you want to hear an interviewer say, well, he couldn't even walk to the podium. When Kevin Durant gave my man his crutches, he looked at it pretty fine and me walking to his seat. So, me personally, I look at it like this. Kevin Durant is an all-star scorer. First round, he going to not really have his rhythm. He going to have it for the second round. But Kevin Durant is pretty much rested, okay? He's not hurt. He rested. He's not out for the season. He's going to come back. So whenever he comes back, he's going to be well rested. He might be a little rusty, but I'd take a rusty Kevin Durant as opposed to no Kevin Durant. So Warriors will be fine. I feel like we do need to concede that first seed. Everybody talking about we need to worry about it. No, you need to get the number one seed. I feel like the only team that we really have to worry about as Golden State Warrior fans is the Los Angeles Clippers in the playoff series, because Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan are two players that we have no answer for over a course of 3 games. Like, we could beat them once every 20-some games, but when you got them every other day and you got to worry about DeAndre Jordan, who just can just jump and dunk, Blake Griffin, who can just jump and dunk, and I think those other guys can't knock down enough shots to support them. I think for us, like, this is how it always plays out, right? Golden State is going to play the Thunder. They're going to play Houston. And we're okay with that because they play like us. We mentally own the Thunder because we have Kevin Durant. And we mentally own Houston because they haven't beat us in the playoff series never. So, you know, as much threes as they want to shoot, they just want to be like us. And I don't believe in Trevor Reeves and all them guys hitting shots in the 7-game series over that course of period of time. I don't believe in them because Ryan Anderson, Eric Gordon, none of you guys ever did it before. So I don't believe in that. But this is how it's going to play out. Warriors back in the conference finals, and we're going to be playing possibly the Clippers. Because if the Clippers do get the 1 seed, I say this. It's only going to be Clippers or San Antonio. But the Clippers have the makeup to beat the Spurs because of this. Kawhi Leonard is a great perimeter scorer and he's a great perimeter scorer, but he's a great perimeter defender and rim protector and just overall defensive player of the year candidate. So for him, he's effective against the 1s, the 2s, and the 3s. And stretch 4s like LaMarcus Aldridge, who rather shoot jump shots as opposed to backing down. But in a system with the Clippers, he can't stop a Blake Griffin and a DeAndre Jordan. You know, LaMarcus Aldridge can't stop a Blake Griffin and a DeAndre Jordan. Paul Gasol can't stop a Blake Griffin and a DeAndre Jordan. He could probably slow down a Chris Paul. He could probably slow down Austin Rivers, a Raymond Felton, and a Jamal Crawford. But he's not stopping Blake and DeAndre. And Chris Paul is the best point guard in our game. So, well, to me, I think second. I think John Wall is taking that mantle. But one of the best point guards in our game. So I don't see the Spurs beating the Clippers. You know, they're gonna get over the hump. They're gonna get out the first round because I think last year, no, they're gonna get out. They're gonna make it to the second round again because last year they lost to OKC in the semis. But remember the year they lost to the Clippers in the first round, a 7-game series. That's gonna happen again. They're gonna play the Clippers, and the Clippers are gonna eliminate them. And then we're gonna play Houston. We're gonna play the Rockets. We're gonna play the Thunder. Then we're going to play the Clippers, and we mentally own the Clippers. And then Kevin Durant is the X factor against everybody except for a player like Kawhi Leonard. Because Kawhi Leonard is pesky. He gets in there. And then when we play the Cleveland Cavaliers in the finals, all these 9 factors that y'all picked up is going to show. You're going to need Kyrie and LeBron to do exactly what they did last year. Corver's going to give you a little bit, but I'm going to tell you right now, Draymond Green cancels out. Channing Frye, Kevin Love. Klay Thompson's going to cancel out. Whatever Kyle Korver does, whatever J.R. Smith think he's going to do, and whatever Iman Shumpert think he's going to do, Steph Curry cancels out Kyrie Irving because they basically do the same thing. They're the same players. And then you look at LeBron James, Kevin Durant. So it's going to basically boil down to the bench. Iguodala, JaVale McGee, Sean Livingston, Matt Barnes, and that toughness up against Darren Williams, Derek Williams, Richard Jefferson, and those guys. And although I do favor Cleveland's bench more than my Golden State Warriors bench, the fact that Golden State can play 2 starters alongside those bench guys is going to be the detriment to Cleveland. Because Cleveland got to play LeBron all game. You can't just have Kyrie and Kevin Love in there because Golden State's going to make a run. So LeBron's going to play a lot of minutes. And then you basically can say, you can have Kevin Durant and Clay. You can have Kevin Durant and Steph. You can have Clay and Draymond. You can have Steph and Clay. You can have Steph and Draymond. You know, alongside with a David West, a JaVale McGee, a Matt Barnes. And I just think like having a guy like Matt Barnes is an extra defender that you can actually throw on Kyrie Irving. I don't think that they're going to use him for players that you think LeBron. I think LeBron's people are going to check LeBron is Kevin Durant, Iguodala, Draymond, and David West. Those are the people who checking LeBron in the series. But you talking about players checking Kyrie Irving. Matt Barnes is going to be an integral piece to check Kyrie Irving. So like I say, salute to Dirk hitting the 30K. One of the top 3 best power forwards ever in history to me because he revolutionized the game in a way that only this chain could. So shout out to Dirk, man. Golden State Warrior fans, don't panic. Don't panic because Kevin Durant will be back. We've seen from the interview. He's going to be